In the past 100 years, around 100 ships and planes have disappeared in the area known as the Bermuda Triangle. Scientists are trying to figure out why these strange disappearances happen, but similar things have also occurred in other places around the world. So, what could be scarier than the Bermuda Triangle? Many messages from planes that crashed there mysteriously are stored in their black boxes. The triangle stretches from the Bermuda Islands and Florida to Puerto Rico and covers a large area of about 805,000 square kilometers, which is like 2 Japans. It's also where you can find the deepest point of the Atlantic Ocean, the Milwaukee Deep, which is almost 1.5 times the height of Mount Kilimanjaro. Because of this vast area and the deep ocean, it's not surprising that many missing ships and planes haven't been found yet. Even when researchers do find lost ships, what they discover doesn't always make sense. For instance, in 1944, the U.S. Navy found an American ship called the Rubicon near Florida in the Bermuda Triangle. It had lost contact a month earlier while traveling from Cuba to Havana. Everyone thought the ship had sunk, and families of the passengers were desperate to know what happened to their loved ones. The military quickly checked the ship and found it was safe. They hurried to rescue the people on board. Strangely, though the ship was supposed to have over 300 people, they found only a dog wandering around. No one else was there. Surprisingly, everything on the ship, like belongings and food, was still there, as if everyone had vanished suddenly. This isn't the first time something like this has happened. In the past, ships like the Rosalia and the Mary Celeste experienced similar mysterious disappearances. For example, in 1840, the Rosalia was found in the Sargasso Sea near the Bermuda Triangle. The crew was missing, but the ship's lunch was still waiting in the kitchen, and only a canary was left. The Mary Celeste, found in 1872 near the Azores, had untouched treasures on board and a surviving cat, but no crew. The Bermuda Triangle isn't just dangerous for ships, it's also risky for planes. In 1945, Flight 19, a group of U.S. Navy planes, disappeared during a training mission. Some think all the planes failing at once is impossible. Another strange incident happened in 1970 with a Beechcraft Bonanza plane. It vanished into a weird cloud on its way from the Bahamas to Florida. Inside the cloud, it got dark, and strange flashes appeared. Electronics stopped working, and the compass went haywire. Suddenly, the plane emerged from the cloud near Miami, even though it should have taken much longer. One of the most puzzling stories is about Pan American World Airways Flight 914. It vanished in 1955 while flying from New York to Miami. No trace of the plane was ever found, and it was thought everyone on board died in a crash. 37 years later, the Weekly World News, a tabloid known for sensational stories, published an odd article about Pan American World Airways Flight 912. It claimed that on September 9th, at Caracas Airport in Venezuela, a new blip suddenly appeared on the radar, as if a plane had materialized out of nowhere. After landing, the pilot, believing it was still 1955, urgently sought to reach Miami by 9:55 a.m. on July 2nd. When told it was actually 1992, the panicked pilot hastily took off again without permission, vanishing from radar once more. While such incidents in the Bermuda Triangle are mysterious, it's wise to be skeptical of tabloid stories. These publications often spin paranormal tales to attract readers, even if they lack credibility. Despite this, scientists are diligently studying the area, seeking rational explanations for its tragedies. The account ends with a message from the pilot of Flight N3808H, recorded on June 28, 1980. Since then, the plane and its crew remain classified as missing within the Bermuda Triangle. However, the exact cause of the pilot's distress remains unknown. Various scientific theories attempt to unravel the Bermuda Triangle's enigma. Some suggest old hazards like reefs and shallow waters, but modern ships can navigate these challenges. Others focus on methane gas bubbles erupting from beneath the ocean surface, potentially sinking ships. Yet, this theory falls short, as some vanished ships were later found intact. Geologists propose another idea. During storms, infrasound waves could unsettle crews, causing panic and disaster. While the Bermuda Triangle's mysteries persist, ongoing research strives to uncover the truth behind its perplexing phenomena. Fear can cloud judgment, causing people to panic and abandon ships hastily. This explains why many ships found in the Bermuda Triangle had no passengers, but still had all their belongings. However, these explanations don't apply to airplanes. A meteorologist named Steve Miller proposed a plausible theory after studying NASA satellite images. He observed hexagonal clouds with sharp edges over the Bermuda Triangle, suggesting they could generate what he calls aerial bombs. These are powerful wind currents capable of reaching hurricane-like speeds, which could sink ships or bring down planes swiftly. But to confirm this theory, more observations are necessary. The images don't clearly show funnels in the clouds directing air downward. The Bermuda Triangle has gained fame through media investigations, documentaries, and movies, prompting ordinary people to try solving its mysteries. For instance, one person named Jaden Hunsaker shared a hypothesis in the comments of an article about the triangle. She suggests that during Christopher Columbus's voyage in 1492, a flash in the sky affected compass needles, possibly caused by a magnetic asteroid. If such an asteroid fell into the ocean centuries ago, it could attract metal planes and ships towards it. However, historical records would likely mention such an event, and Columbus himself might have faced consequences. While some approach the Bermuda Triangle scientifically, conspiracy theorists propose another idea: alien activity. They believe extraterrestrial beings are abducting people for study, leaving only animals alive on the ships and untouched cargo. Some evidence supporting this hypothesis is documented in the Greek newspaper Otis Moftos Press, dated August 17, 1995. During a voyage in the Bermuda Triangle, a sailor named Polycarp Spensas experienced something bizarre. The ship suddenly sped through waves despite showing normal speed on equipment. Then, strange events unfolded. The captain fell ill, the compass spun wildly, and all clocks advanced by 2 hours. Spensas saw a large white UFO in the sky, accompanied by 2 smaller ones. When he tried to send a Morse code message, he felt sluggish, and a fellow sailor's attempt to light a cigarette failed. The crew experienced slow heartbeats. Spensas believes they encountered extraterrestrial beings capable of manipulating time. Official institutions occasionally acknowledge peculiarities in the Bermuda Triangle. A photo taken by the U.S. Air Force in 2020 adds to the mystery. However, explanations for Bermuda Triangle phenomena extend beyond UFOs. Writer Charles Burlett proposes a theory involving an ancient advanced civilization, possibly Atlantis, in the Triangle. He suggests Atlanteans possessed technology powered by energy crystals, which, after Atlantis's demise, still affect modern technology, causing equipment malfunctions. Burlett's theory, unlike conventional scientific explanations, links UFOs and Atlantis to explain the Triangle's anomalies. Neither UFOs nor the mythical city of Atlantis have been scientifically proven to exist, leaving us without convincing evidence to understand or prevent incidents in the Bermuda Triangle. Similar anomalies occur in other parts of the world's oceans, such as off the west coast of Australia, where shipwrecks are common. One particularly notorious area is Magnetic Island, where Monique Sicater encountered a ghostly hand in a photo from her vacation. Named for its magnetic disturbances, this region's waters have claimed numerous ships and lives since Captain James Cook's voyages in 1770. Over the centuries, thousands of ships have sunk along Australia's coastline, becoming graveyards for sailors. The Devil's Triangle near Tokyo, spanning Pacific waters, has its own mysteries. Ancient legends speak of dragons attacking sailors, and historical records recount failed invasion attempts by Kublai Khan in the 13th century. Even in modern times, like in August 1945, pilots have reported strange encounters in this zone. Despite these tales, scientific explanations remain elusive for these maritime enigmas. The Devil's Triangle near Tokyo, similar to the Bermuda Triangle, has a history of mysterious disappearances dating back centuries, including failed invasion attempts by Kublai Khan and modern incidents involving research ships. Both triangles share geographical similarities and deep-sea locations like the Mariana Trench. In the United States, the Lake Michigan region harbors its own enigmatic zone known as the Michigan Triangle. Numerous unexplained incidents, including the disappearance of Northwest Airlines Flight 2501 and individuals vanishing while walking along the coast, have occurred here. One notable case involved Stephen Kubacki, a university student who inexplicably reappeared over 1,000 kilometers away after going missing while skiing near Lake Michigan. The Michigan Triangle's mysteries extend underwater, where ancient structures have been discovered. Researchers keep their locations confidential to protect them from vandalism, according to official explanations. Despite efforts to unravel these mysteries, many questions remain unanswered, adding to the intrigue of these perplexing areas. The mysteries of the Michigan Triangle continue to baffle scientists, who remain unsure of the origins of the ancient stone formations found underwater. Local residents often report seeing bright flashing lights above the water, leading some to believe that UFOs are somehow linked to the stone structures and the area's disasters. In 1883, sailors aboard the wooden tugboat Mary McLean witnessed a strange event where huge blocks of ice fell from the sky onto Lake Michigan, leaving dents on the boat's surface. Despite the crew's efforts to preserve evidence, their account was dismissed as unbelievable. Governments tend to ignore the existence of these dangerous triangle zones, and they are not marked on world maps. Consequently, passengers of planes, ship crews, and tourists remain exposed to unknown dangers in these areas. Incidents in the Bermuda Triangle are not limited to historical records. Some have been captured in real time. In 2015, 2 teenagers from Florida documented their trip to the Bahamas on Snapchat, including footage of an incoming storm with a tragic caption. In 2016, the Coast Guard discovered their empty boat near Bermuda, suggesting they may have been caught in the Bermuda Triangle during the storm, and their bodies were never recovered.